Right now, as you're watching this video, hurricane season is ramping up with sea surface temperatures higher than normal, and NOAA is predicting up to 19 named storms this year. But here's what most people don't realize. When disaster strikes, you have mere hours, sometimes minutes, to act. The Texas floods over July 4th weekend proved this when entire communities went underwater in just hours, becoming the second deadliest flood in Texas history. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the complete disaster preparedness blueprint that could literally save your life and your family's lives. We'll cover the critical supplies you need, how to secure your home like a fortress, and the evacuation strategies that separate survivors from victims. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we prepare you for the unexpected. If this information could help someone you know, smash that like button and subscribe, because being prepared isn't just smart, it's essential. Let's start with the absolute foundation of survival, the supplies that will keep you and your family alive when everything else fails. When disaster strikes, the first thing to vanish from store shelves is food. Power outages render your refrigerator useless and cooking becomes impossible. This is why you need at least 2 weeks worth of shelf-stable food, and honestly, more is better. But not all emergency food is created equal. Focus on canned goods first. Canned meats, beans, stews, soups, and vegetables are your best friends. They're affordable, require no refrigeration, and here's the kicker, you can eat them cold if necessary. When you're choosing what to stock, think calories and protein. This isn't the time to worry about gourmet meals. You need fuel for your body that will keep you strong and alert. Prioritize foods that don't require cooking or can be heated with minimal fuel. Think peanut butter, crackers, granola bars, and ready-to-eat meals. And here's a pro tip most people miss. Rotate your stock regularly. Date everything and use the oldest items first. Store everything in a cool, dry place, and don't forget about dietary restrictions. If someone in your family has allergies or special needs, plan for that now, not when disaster strikes. But food is secondary to the most critical resource of all, water. You can survive weeks without food, but only days without water. The standard rule is 1 gallon per person per day just for drinking, but that's bare minimum. You need water for cleaning, sanitation, and cooking too, so plan for more. Your water storage strategy should be multi-layered. Start with portable containers like aquatainers, water bricks, and military-style water cans. These are perfect for home storage and can be moved if you need to evacuate. For larger storage, consider food-grade barrels that can hold weeks' worth of water for your entire family. But here's what separates prepared people from everyone else. Having multiple ways to purify water. Gravity-fed filters are incredibly reliable and easy to use. Chemical treatment tablets or drops can disinfect water quickly when you're in a hurry. And never underestimate boiling. It's the most effective method for killing pathogens, period. Having multiple purification methods gives you redundancy. If one method fails or you run out of supplies, you have backups. This redundancy principle applies to everything we're going to talk about. Now let's talk about power. When the grid goes down, it's not just about losing your lights. Your refrigerator stops working, your phone dies, medical equipment fails, and in summer heat, your home becomes potentially dangerous. Traditional gas generators are loud, require constant fuel, and produce dangerous fumes. There is a better way. Modern portable power stations like the EcoFlow Delta Pro Ultra are game changers. These use lithium iron phosphate batteries that can last over 3,500 charge cycles. That's about 10 years of daily use. They're quiet, clean, and can power everything from your refrigerator to your central air conditioning. Yes, you heard that right. These can run your AC. What makes these systems brilliant is their expandability. You can start with a basic unit and add more batteries as your needs grow. They integrate with home transfer switches and smart panels, so when the power goes out, your essential circuits keep running automatically. Pair these with solar panels for daytime recharging, and you have continuous power. Add a dual fuel generator that can run on gas or propane to automatically recharge your power station when solar isn't enough and you're using far less fuel than running a generator full time. The key is powering only critical circuits to conserve battery life. Don't try to run everything. Prioritize refrigeration, communication, lighting, and climate control. Use standard household outlets so all your existing appliances work seamlessly.
Now that we've covered survival essentials, let's talk about turning your home into a disaster-resistant fortress. Your home has three main vulnerability points: the roof, windows, and doors. These are where disasters will attack first, so they need the most protection. Storm shutters are ideal, but if you don't have them, pre-cut plywood sheets marked for each window can work. The key is having them ready to install quickly when a storm approaches. Your garage door is often overlooked but incredibly vulnerable. High winds can blow it in, and once that happens, the wind gets inside your home and can literally blow your roof off. Garage door bracing kits or locking bars are cheap insurance against this catastrophic failure. Keep your gutters and downspouts clear year-round. Clogged gutters cause water to back up and leak into your home. Similarly, make sure storm drains near your property are free of debris. When they're blocked, street flooding can reach your home even if you're not in a floodplain. Learn how to quickly shut off your gas and water lines. Gas leaks after a disaster can be deadly, and broken water lines can flood your home even after the storm passes. Practice this with your family so everyone knows how to do it. Your yard needs attention too. Anything that isn't tied down becomes a projectile in high winds. Patio furniture, trash cans, garden tools, potted plants. Bring them inside or secure them with tie downs. Don't underestimate how dangerous flying debris can be. Tree maintenance is critical, but often misunderstood. Remove any branches near your house, but understand different trees pose different risks. Pine trees are prone to snapping and should be trimmed aggressively. Oak trees rarely break, but they can uproot completely in severe weather, potentially crushing your home. If you're in a flood-prone area, sandbags and water barriers can divert water away from entry points and low spots around your property. Know where to get sandbags in your community and how to use them effectively. A 6-inch wall of water can be stopped with proper barriers, but you need to act before the water arrives. Here's something most people never consider. After heavy rain and flooding, mosquitoes and other pests explode in population. Stock up on pesticides for both personal protection and treating your property. Being miserable from bug bites while trying to recover from a disaster adds unnecessary suffering to an already difficult situation. When the power goes out, darkness becomes a safety hazard. You need multiple types of lighting for different situations. LED flashlights are reliable and energy efficient for moving around. Headlamps free up your hands for tasks like cooking or repairs. Lanterns illuminate entire rooms and create a sense of normalcy. Invest in both battery-powered and solar rechargeable lights. This gives you immediate lighting and the ability to recharge during the day. Avoid candles. They're a fire risk and produce very little light, plus they add heat when you're already dealing with hot conditions. Speaking of heat, summer power outages can be deadly. Battery-powered fans provide essential air circulation. Use blackout curtains or blankets to cover sunny windows and keep heat out. Wear lightweight, light-colored clothing and keep electrolyte powders on hand to maintain proper hydration when you're sweating more than usual. But sometimes, no matter how well you prepare, staying home isn't safe. Let's talk about evacuation. When to go, and how to survive when you can't stay. The hardest decision in disaster preparedness is knowing when to leave. Many people have a strong desire to protect their property and ride out the storm, but some disasters make this choice for you. If you live in a storm surge zone or floodplain, sometimes leaving is the only option that keeps you alive. Here's the critical insight most people miss. Don't wait for mandatory evacuation orders. If officials are even discussing potential evacuations, that's your signal to leave. The difference between leaving early and leaving with everyone else can be life or death. Roads become parking lots, fuel runs out, and what should be a few hours' drive becomes a nightmare. Your evacuation plan needs multiple components. First, know exactly where you're going. Don't just head in a general direction, have specific destinations arranged in advance. Stay with friends, relatives, or book hotels. Avoid public shelters whenever possible. They're crowded, often lack adequate supplies, and can be unsafe. Plan multiple routes to your destination. Major highways become congested and may be closed due to damage or flooding. Having alternate routes mapped out gives you options when others are stuck in traffic. Keep your vehicle's gas tank at least half full during disaster season. When everyone tries to fuel up at once, gas stations run out quickly.
Check your tires, fluids, and battery regularly. Keep a spare tire, jack, and jumper cables or a portable jump starter in your vehicle. Pack go bags for every family member well in advance. Include essential documents in waterproof containers, medications, changes of clothes, comfort items for children, and cash. Don't forget about pets. They need carriers, leashes, food, and vaccination records. Many shelters and hotels won't accept pets without proper documentation. Communication is vital during evacuation. Coordinate with family or friends outside the danger zone before you leave. Choose someone who can serve as your central contact point. This person can relay information between family members and help coordinate if you get separated. The golden rule of evacuation is simple. It's better to evacuate unnecessarily 10 times than to stay and need rescue once. Your property can be replaced. Your life cannot. But evacuation is only half the battle. Surviving after the disaster can be just as dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Once the immediate danger has passed, resist the urge to immediately assess damage or return home if you evacuated. Downed power lines, gas leaks, flooding, and structural damage create serious hazards. Wait for official clearance from local authorities before venturing out or returning. When you do assess damage, wear protective gear. Boots, gloves, and sturdy clothing protect against nails, broken glass, and debris. If your home took on any water, don't touch anything electrical until you're certain the power is completely off. Water and electricity are a deadly combination. If you're using a generator, this is where many people make fatal mistakes. Generators produce carbon monoxide, an odorless, colorless gas that kills. Always operate generators outside, at least 25 feet from your home, and never in garages or basements, even with doors open. Allow generators to cool completely before refueling to avoid fire hazards. Treat all water as contaminated until authorities confirm it's safe. This includes ice made from tap water before the storm. Boil, filter, or chemically disinfect all water before drinking, cooking, or even brushing teeth. When in doubt, use bottled water. Food safety becomes critical after extended power outages. Discard any food that may have spoiled, and when in doubt, throw it out. Food poisoning during recovery adds unnecessary complications to an already difficult situation. Document everything for insurance purposes. Take photos or videos of all damage before cleaning up or making temporary repairs. If federal assistance becomes available, register early and keep all receipts for disaster-related expenses. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly residents or those with mobility issues. A simple welfare check can literally save lives. Community support during recovery makes an enormous difference in how quickly everyone bounces back. Here's what separates truly prepared people from everyone else. They learn from each experience. After every disaster, whether you were directly affected or not, review your preparedness plan. What worked well? What could be improved? What supplies ran low or were missing? How did your family handle the stress emotionally and physically? Use these insights to refine your plan and restock supplies. Preparedness is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that gets better with experience and regular updates. Natural disasters are inevitable, but their impact on your family doesn't have to be catastrophic. By building robust emergency supplies, securing your home, planning for evacuation, and learning from each experience, you transform from a potential victim into a prepared survivor. Preparedness isn't about living in fear. It's about empowering yourself to face the unexpected with confidence. The time to prepare is now, before you need it. Start with one area we've discussed today, whether it's food storage, water purification, or evacuation planning. Build your preparedness systematically, and you'll be ready for whatever tomorrow brings. If this video helped you think about preparedness differently, make sure to like and subscribe to Crisis Horizon. We're here to help you prepare for the unexpected, because in a world of increasing uncertainty, being prepared isn't just smart, it could save your life.